Good morning everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. Today is all about running and lifting. And I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail regarding this in terms of how you run and lift well so you're not sore all the time, that you're eating enough, that your strength training enhances your running. So I thought I'd do a video about that, so make sure you subscribe and give it a big thumbs up. So I'm going to go on a run now, just an easy heart rate run, nice and chilled, nice and chilling, and then we're going to do a workout in the garage. The reason I'm doing a workout in the garage is because it's nearly done, and I will do a full haul. I will show you properly when the whole garage gym is done, but we've got enough kit in there for me to train because we've got a podcast quite early on, so it's early now, early podcast, early garage session. We're going to do upper body, and then I'm going to talk to you about a lot of running and lifting elements. You guys also always ask me what Garmin this is. It's the Garmin Fenix 6S Pro Sapphire. And honestly, I absolutely love it. I think the Garmin over the Apple Watch, if you're into like running, cycling, swimming, is fantastic. It's such a fantastic watch. So yeah, it's the Garmin Fenix 6S Pro Sapphire. And obviously I always wear my Whoop, which I will tell you more about later. God, it's such a nice morning. It's like not too hot, not raining like it was yesterday. And it's just well nice. I love running down here. This is the cycle path. It's just a bit quieter. All the greenery. But yeah, I feel pretty good at the moment. I mean, my ankle isn't causing me any grief. Still doing all my rehab, which you kind of have to with those sort of things. Yeah, I feel good. My heart rate is so low, 141. And I've said it in previous videos recently. I've cut out coffee in the morning before running because I just felt my heart rate was so high. And I knew it was the caffeine, so I've cut it out. I feel so much better for it. And then like before gym sessions and stuff, I'll still have like a pre or a knocko, but gosh, yeah, I feel better for it. Maybe something to consider if your heart rate's quite high on runs. Just an update on my outfit as well. Elevated zip top, always. And then these are the new running shorts. They're incredible. They have like an inner short. Can you see like here? I absolutely love them. You can get discount with code Lucy on Gymshark. Well worth it. You guys know I only run in these. Regarding my shoes, I've just put a full video on Instagram about all my different pairs of running shoes, so make sure you go and check that out. Heart rate is 140, super chilling. Honestly guys, it's the peppermint tea. 10k, 455 pace, 49 mins. Gonna put my heart rate on the screen as well. So we've done like kind of this corner of the home gym, but then we've also not got the mirrors put up yet. We've got like bumper plates, we've got the squat rack that still needs to go up, which is there, so that's going up. We've got the bumper plates, we've got the bike, got the dumbbell rack. I can do a workout in here this morning, which I thought would be really good to do, because Tuesday, to be fair, is my only day where I run and I lift. So I do both things. Look at me in my little gym. Comment an idea of a name, by the way, that we can call the home gym. Tuesdays is the day that I do 2 sessions. Now I usually film with YouTube, so I'll always get up and do my easy run. And then I'll do like the YouTube, whether I'm training like someone or I'm training like myself, I'll usually just do a weight session. There's like 5 or 6 different points that I'm going to talk to you throughout my session today. And it's an upper body session. Obviously I'll pop it on the screen for you. We're going to start with shoulder press for lots of 8 reps. Ooh, those dumbbells feel nice. Look at me, my little... I feel like I need to put everything on really neatly though. Okay, we'll do 17.5. So the first thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is, I guess it's kind of one of the most self-explanatory things, and it's food, nutrition around running and lifting. What you have to remember is if you are running and you are lifting, when you are running, you expend quite a lot of calories, you expend quite a lot of energy. And then when you're lifting, and obviously if you want to maintain muscle, you want to keep your big ass biceps, you want to stay nice and strong, you can't be eating little food. You need to be at least calorie maintenance or in a calorie surplus. So when people say to me, I want to run and lift, but I want to lose fat, I'm thinking, I'm not going to put you in a calorie deficit because it's just not the best way. Running is not the best way to lose weight. It's quite hard on your joints. It's quite impactful. You're best just getting your steps in or doing some sort of cardio machine alongside it, but run for enjoyment or performance because you like it. I wouldn't necessarily say run for losing weight specifically, because I think it's not the best way you can lose weight. The most optimal way you can probably lose weight is by being in a calorie deficit, and then running quite a lot with a calorie deficit don't really go hand in hand, or it's not something that I personally as a coach would recommend, because when you are doing the amount of running, maybe the amount of running that I do, you need all the energy, you need the carbs, you need the food. So food and nutrition and fuel is definitely the first thing that I would say. So I do have a free calorie calculator that I will pop the link below for. You can use it, calculate your calories. I would say go at maintenance at least, or if you're looking to pretty much maintain all of your muscle mass, if not build on it, which is a little bit harder when you are running, I would say go in a calorie surplus. Please don't be scared about nutrition and food, you know. We need to fuel our bodies because that's how we're gonna get and maintain our muscle when we're running and lifting. Next exercise I'm going on to is dumbbell single arm row. I love a bit of dumbbell single arm row. And the next talking point that I want to talk to you guys about, so even though I'm training upper and I'm always quite sore on my upper body, and that isn't the best for running because you can run when you're quite tense and it hurts a little bit, and that's something I struggle with, and I have to get physio and massage for it because I just love pull-ups, don't I, guys? I just literally just do them every day. Like, I love doing them. The high rock stuff, it does hurt my upper body, but that's when you need to look after yourself, but we're going to go with that into a sec. The thing that I want to talk to you about is when you are running, so we run, we use our legs. Single leg exercises are one of the best things that you can do to help with your running, and I'm going to just show you some examples, the ones that I really like to do that I transfer over into my running. You have step-ups. Now, step-ups are pretty much a glute exercise the way that I prefer to do them, because I lean, hinge into the exercise, peel the leg off, and lift up slowly, nice and controlled. A split squat, a lunge of any form, whether you're doing it as Bulgarian where you put your foot on a bench, whether you're doing it as a split squat like so, a reverse lunge. Lunges in general are a really good exercise to help enhance the unilateral movements for running. Pistol squats are another fantastic exercise. If you can't do a full pistol, you can go onto a bench and practice this way, but if you can do a full pistol, you can practice full pistol squats. Again, really good exercise, strengthen the lower body. The reason we need to be doing single leg exercises is because running is basically a unilateral sport. You're putting one leg constantly in front of the other. These single leg exercises that you do in your training will improve motor control whilst in the single leg position, as well as your stability. So the ones that I did there, they're probably my favorite ones to do. I also do a lot of calf raises, but that's more so my rehab for running, a lot of single leg calf raises. Single leg hip thrusts are also another good exercise to add in there as well. As we're training upper body, point number 3 of running and lifting. Now this one is really important, and it is different for every single person, but it's how you plan your week. Your training week, if you're running and you're lifting, need to balance out. Now I've been doing this for probably quite a long time now, and I've always been very athletic, so I've always kind of been able to deal with like soreness or feeling a certain type of way. Some people can't run and then do legs the next day, or vice versa, just because they're really too sore or they're really fatigued. So you have to plan your week in a way that suits the running. For example, space the days apart. Don't put a leg day before a run day, or if you do have to do it before an easy, slow heart rate recovery run, not before a tempo or an interval run. Now, this is the My Coach app. I currently at the moment have the muscle marathon program in my calendar. You can see I have my week laid out here. So for example, we have push, so upper, an easy run, lower,
run at marathon pace, pull 75-minute run, rest day. Now, the best thing about my coach is you can move these days around as you wish. So if you wanted to do a pull workout, for example, here instead, you can just drag it and drop it and move it, which means your days are switched around. So you can do whatever you really want to do in terms of moving around your days. When you go into the workouts, they're super self-explanatory. Add your sets, add your weights, tick them off as you go along, 20 kilograms. Videos for every single exercise where we actually speak through them with you. And then it's just a really simple way to go through a program and go through a session. As I said, like my training can get really intense. Like I run a lot. Got 2 marathons coming up this year and another huge project in November that I will share soon, but you need to be super, super fit for that. And then I've got High Rocks Worlds in less than 2 weeks time, and then just my general strength training. So I kind of do like a lot, and my body has become very accustomed to recovering well from it. But I think recovery is also a point we need to touch on. Our next exercise, just before we go on to talking about how important recovery, mobility and sleep and everything like that is, dumbbell flat chest press. Now I think we will start with 17s. I'm really enjoying my workout in the home gym, guys. Having a really, really great time. And they are straight into another favourite exercise of mine, which is press ups. Wow. Can feel it. Something I have learned from being a hybrid athlete is how important it is to look after your body in terms of mobility, massage, sleep. So the overarching tone is recovery. Now recovery is so important because when you run, you're putting your body through quite a lot of effort, especially if you're doing tempo or intervals. When you're lifting, your central nervous system, how you're feeling, you're putting your body through a lot of effort. And if you're not finding time to look after yourself in terms of recovery, I think you're going to struggle a little bit. And it's something that I didn't do at the start, especially prepping for my 100K. I felt like I had no time to look after my body. Now I actually got a Whoop just before I started prepping for my 100K. So I've had my Whoop for 1.5 years now, and I literally don't take it off. It's just one of those things that I literally keep on my body. The thing about Whoop is it will tell you how you are feeling. Now it will show you your sleep, your recovery. I'll put some of my stats on the screen at the moment, and it's actually legit. Now this is a weird thing, like you think, oh, how can it tell? Because it's basing a lot of things off heart rate, it can really tell how well recovered you are. If I have a drop of alcohol, my Whoop will know and I'm not fully recovered, because I don't drink a lot anyway, guys. Like I drink on occasions, I drink quite a lot on occasions, but I don't drink that often. So when I do, my body knows. When I've had a terrible sleep, body knows. My Whoop even at the moment is tracking this session that I'm doing and it's picking it up. Obviously the strain on a session like this for me isn't as high, but the strain on my run got to like 13.4. You just need to look after yourself in terms of how you're feeling, understand your sleep. If you're not sleeping that well, are you scrolling on Instagram before bed? Are you on TikTok? Do you have the blue light in your face at midnight? No wonder you're not getting a lot of REM sleep or deep sleep, and you wake up groggy and tired and you can't wake up in the morning. You can't run because you're too fatigued. There's all these different factors that come into play with recovery. Obviously one of the big ones as well is like having massage or physio and mobility and looking after yourself in terms of things like that as well. You can get a free month on Whoop, so you get the whole month for free and you also get the band included. I've got a link below. Let me know if you use it, let me know how you get on, but you may as well give it a go because it's free. Guys, I'm feeling strong this morning. This is a great place to be. So we're gonna go on to 3 lots of 10 dumbbell single arm push press. Love it. Single arm push press. Got 2 more points about running and lifting and how you do it to the best of your ability. Your feet, you really need to look after your feet, and I have found this out the hard way, guys and gals, because I lost a lot of toenails during the ultra prep.
Oh, that's, oh
What is that?
Yeah, Julie. You probably want to.
No, this was worse.
Oh wow.
I'll tell you what, good technique of running that.
I still lost a lot at the start of the year when I started doing marathon prep before I got injured. Now I say look after your feet because it also links into avoid injury. I got my injury in my ankle because of overuse and more so kind of like the way that I was running, because you guys know I have quite a dodgy hip and I've had it since I was 14, and it affected my ankle, but my shoes didn't help in how I was looking after my feet. Now your feet are very precious when it comes to running because they are on the ground constantly. If you have a bit of a funky running technique in terms of how your foot places, you can get injured, and I'd always recommend to anyone to go and get your gait tested. So when you get your gait tested, they can say what shoes are good for you, do you need insoles, the way that you run. So when I run, I have to really focus on this left leg pushing through the big toe, not the outside of the foot, and it's something that I always have to think about when I'm running. Your feet in general, you know, a lot of the time you need to get a pair of trainers that are 0.5 up a size. Don't wear massive thick socks. Wear trainers that are comfortable for you. You might have to have a bit of trial and error in terms of some sort of shoes. Go to the Instagram video that I put up where I showed you my whole running trainers, because it kind of shows you what I use them for. But yeah, your feet are really important. I do a lot of rehab around my feet. I get massage on my feet. I've got something where I roll the bottom of my feet. They're a standard thing, you know, your foot, but you gotta look after your feet. Juicy. I don't have caffeine now before my runs, so when I do have caffeine, hits me a little bit harder. Okay, so our last exercise is lateral raises. Love a lateral raise. Our final point, and this is kind of a thing that is, I guess, more of a long-term thing, but when you introduce running, whether you're starting off with 1K, 2K, you're jumping right in at like 10, 15K, you're gonna get fitter, okay? So we're looking after our heart health, our lungs, cardiovascular-wise, your respiratory rate, everything improves because you're getting fitter. You have more red blood cells. A lot of the time your resting heart rate drops, especially if you're doing heart rate runs, which means in turn, your body becomes more accustomed to doing both of them over a period of time. And I say it is more longer term, but you do get the benefits of your overall fitness improving because of the running, which also helps in the gym sessions. So when you're training, your heart rate might stay a little bit lower. You might feel stronger because you're generally fitter, but you have to do all the other points that I also said. So the single leg exercises, fueling properly, hydration, mobility, looking after yourself. And also at the end of the day, it's all about enjoying it. I'm so happy that I kind of became this person where I am more hybrid and I run and I lift because I've got so much enjoyment out of it. It's just different. And I think anyone who probably watches my videos now might have dabbled in running or started running maybe because I did or whatever it is. And I just think it's a really great thing to do. The one point I will make just before I wrap up this gorgeous YouTube video is when you run and you lift, you're never optimally going to be the best runner or the best lifter. If you're choosing to do both things, it can be a little bit harder. If I just ran, if I only trained for running, I could probably get really good, you know, if I just ran. Or if I just lifted, I'd probably get really good at just lifting. But that's not the idea behind what I do anyway. It's being able to do a multitude of things and having enjoyment for doing it all. I'm feeling fitter as a person because I went through a stage of being so focused on aesthetics. We're going back like 4 years. I was so focused on aesthetics. Like I kind of only cared what I look like. I still think it's great if you have aesthetic goals. Like I still have aesthetic goals, but I have more performance and health-based targets as well. So the whole process of training and living life is just a lot more, wow, really out of breath. It's just a lot more enjoyable for me, and I hope a lot of you guys have maybe picked up on that for yourselves as well. But that is where I'm going to leave this YouTube video. Give it a massive thumbs up, comment if you enjoyed it, comment what else you would like to see on my channel. Love you loads and have a great day. Bye.